So I heard you say that men and women operate somewhat differently, and as recently as only maybe even 10 or 15 years ago, that would have been politically incorrect. However, the field of neurology has come a long way in showing that, yeah, we are wired a little differently when it comes to gender, although each gender is all over the map regarding that wiring. And I heard you say that we could turn that off. So what does that have to do with the way we relate to each other as humans, both professionally, privately, in groups, as couples or relationships? What is that switch, turning it on, turning it off? What does that mean to us?
I'm assuming that the word "that" and the word "it" refers to the sensibilities or the sixth sense that women possess, and it's turning it off. Well, a boon for the workplace is when a woman turns it off, she'll behave more like a man in the workplace. And male-modeled patriarchal workplaces don't want the inconvenience of all the things that women will know or bring to the party. And they will want the woman to work more like a man because in these models, this is what is effective or generates the most revenue for certain numbers of people. Personally, when a woman sets aside her relationship with a feminine gender essence, which is distinct from that way of perceiving, and she aligns herself more with a masculine gender essence, it costs her personally, it costs her physiologically. We men can have a lot more testosterone in our systems than women. And when women need to work more like men, they're taxing their systems to make more testosterone. And if she's still menstruating, then her ovaries and her adrenals are producing the testosterone so she can go. But it's very taxing to her hormonal system. If she's past menopause, her ovaries are not producing testosterone, but it leans heavily on her adrenals, and then she's going to burn out faster. So health-wise, it's a problem for the woman personally. And of course, that will impact her family life. On a different scale, with the way our world is working now, the knowledge and information that we predicate everything on is past tense. And yet a woman's way of knowing, she knows something that is in real time, and there's constantly new information that she relates if she stays in touch with that knowing that she senses in her experience. And even though she may not be able to articulate the cause of something, she knows immediately whether a plan will be effective or whether it will work or not. No one knows how she knows this, but she knows this. And from one who can see a little bit into the invisible, she's simply seeing through what we call time and seeing how things unfold. And yet nobody listens to her because what she has to say is not rational. And another thing about when a woman has a tighter relationship with feminine gender essence, she naturally is inclusive and joins others and participates and is collaborative and thinks in ways that are in service to people. Whereas left to our own devices, we typically think of one thing and we're rather goal-directed. Either we're going towards something quite seriously or away from something else quite seriously, and we don't attend, and we create a lot of collateral damage, and we don't perceive all the variables involved, even if we're pretty keen.